C38, ZP67, E67. Okay. Okay. Types begin of TY MAKT. What is TY MAKT SC11? Let's open up a table. MAKT display. Now, what is this material description? In material description, we have client, material number, language key, description, material description, uppercase. Okay. So MAKT, MAKTX, Spras, Matner, MA, and DT. Okay. So TY MAKT will borrow or exchange Matner, Spras, MAKTX, Spras, MAKTX, and this is a structure for the table. Parameters P Vebelen, type V Belen, VF. Now, V Belen is sales order. PP's type character as checkbox and P box type C as checkbox. Data keyword, which means we are defining something which is internal table MAKT type table of, which is type table means internal table of TY MAKT of this, which means it will represent itself as an agent, like a booking agent. Okay. In simple terms, in daily life example, IT MAKT is a booking agent or customer service of TY MAKT structure. Now, TY MAKT, you can say it is an office which has these departments: material number, language, and MAKTX, which is material descriptions. That's it. We are not including any other department, and this is the front desk representative. Plus, we are also defining another representative, which is work area MAKT type TY MAKT. Now, TY MAKT is an office. IT MAKT is the representative, the face, and WA, which is work area. It will do the operations for IT MAKT. So IT MAKT is a spokesperson. So the work area MAKT is the operations guy. So work area Matner will have material number 100, Spras of in work area Spras is E, which is English, and MAKTX is test1. Append work area MAKT to IT MAKT, which means that the operations guy will update the representative or the spokesperson of the office, which is this, okay, the structure. Similarly, again, work area will get to work and add another material number, E, and test2, append it to IT MAKT. Another addition is 400E and test4, append. Append is add to IT MAKT. And similarly is over here. So read table IT MAKT. So it can only read, not write. We can only write through work area, because work area is the operation guy. Read table IT MAKT into WA MAKT. It is, which means that read whatever is there, talk to this guy, and he will offload everything he has, he knows, into work area with key Matner 600. For single statement, use read. equal symbol is used in read statement. The instruction EQ is not accepted when you are giving equal. When you're using read statement, this is not supported. You have to use equal symbol. In other syntax, EQ and is equal sign can be used. When assigning a value, use equal sign. When comparing, use EQ. Okay. I hope this is clear. Okay. Now, let's write another example here. Read table IT MAKT into VA MAKT with key Matner 600 Spras E. Read table IT MAKT into WA MAKT with key Matner number 600 Spras E. Okay. Loop. That means we are looping at IT MAKT. We are looping with the representative, the head of the company, the representative, the spokesperson into the WA MAKT, which is work area MAKT. Now, what is MAKT? MAKT is a table, okay, which is representing these fields, okay. What are these fields? Material number, language, MAKT text, material description, okay. Where Matner is equal to 300. For multi-records, use loop. When we are trying to access more records, we use loop. Now, what is a loop? Loop is basically a circle. Okay. Whenever we are using loop, that means we are, it's like, for example, I want to send a person into the file room to get certain files which are marked with 300, 600, 400, 500. So he will, but one by one. So for that, he will make rounds to the file office and come back with the file. So that example is like using loops. Write VA MAKT Matner and end the loop. So whenever you start a loop, because the circle has a start and the end as well. Okay. So thing is, sorry. Okay. Let me deactivate this. Yeah. To store data in internal table, we use append statement. Okay, we have used append over here, append WA MAKT into IT MAKT. So whatever work area is doing, this operations guy in the company, and IT MAKT is the representative, the spokesperson, the head of the company. He will add to the IT update and tell what he has done so far. Okay. So to store data in internal table, which is IT MAKT, we use append statement. Internal table can have different forms. For example, key can be unique or non-unique. Unique in what sense? Let me just show you that. This is your key field. It will be unique. This is also a key field Matner, unique. Why? Because one material number cannot be replicated with another. That means there will be only one material with that description. Or say, let me put it easily for easy understanding. You will have your passport, and your passport will show your name, your date of birth, okay, and your details, but that cannot be used by another person. So material number is also unique, like your passport. Language key, this is also unique, because a material number, for example, why do we need a unique key over here? Is because if you have a manufacturing plant in Japan and in Dubai, so this material in Dubai plant will have a language of English to make it material description easy and readable. But in Japanese plant, the description will be in Japanese. So that's why we want language. Okay. Non-unique multiple records in table with the key. Now these are these are not unique because material description can be different for every setting, for every plant. Okay. So material description can be long or short. That's why it's non-unique. So you can create three types of internal tables: standard, sorted, hashed. Okay. Now what is a standard table? Now, standard table, we have created IT MAKT type standard table of TY MAKT. Now, TY MAKT is the office, IT MAKT is the head of that or representative or the spokesperson of that company. It can be made with the index access or with key access. So standard table will be standard, which will be accessed with key access, which is this key. Okay. Using any of these fields, we can access this internal table. It supports linear index. By linear, we mean that if there are, for example, in this example, we have how many records? 1, 2, 3, and 4. If there are like 4 million records, it only will actually create a big table which will be impossible to access or read in a short period of time. Okay, so linear means one by one, it will actually access it. Only supports non-unique keys. So standard table only supports non-unique keys, non-unique like this one. Okay. So key definition is not mandatory in standard table when defining keys are not required to be mentioned. Since it's linear index, both index access and key access can be used. Okay. Key access and index. Index means the first record, second record, sequential. Right. Read table IT MAKT into VMAKT index 3. Now index means index 1, index 2, index 3. Okay. Got it? Easy. Okay, let me load more notes. Now, sorted tables. It supports linear index, which is 1, 2, 3 plus key access. It supports both unique and non-unique keys. Standard table does not work with index and key access. It does not need. It works, but it does not need. But sorted tables, it also supports linear plus also supports unique and non-unique keys. Key definition. What is key? Key is fields like this in a table. So if you are using sorted tables, we will have to mention these fields to access the data. Like example 4, data IT MAKT type sorted table of TY MAKT with unique key Matner Spras. Okay, got it? Okay. Data IT MAKT type sorted table of TY MAKT with non-unique key Matner Spras. Non-unique key Matner and Spras. Now these are keys basically, non-unique but keys, key fields, because these are key fields. You're using these Matner and Spras as key fields, but they are non-unique, which can be replicated in other plants. So entries are sorted by keys always. Append statement always adds records to the end of the table. Okay. Append statement in sorted table can result in error and program crash as sequencing once gets disturbed destroys the program. So don't use append statement. How does it actually result in error and program crash? Because what is append doing? Let me tell you that. Append is just adding records upon records. So if I actually use 400 and replicate it again, for example, this is replication. Okay, this is replication. So if sorted is defined as unique, any record that is duplicated with the key will end in crash 2. Now, what is the key over here? The key is number Matner. Matner is unique, right? It's key. Matner is key. Okay. So if I replicate this, this will crash, for example. Okay. Instead of append, use insert. Example, insert WA MAKT into table IT MAKT. Now, this is basically different from append. In sort, table entries are sorted by keys. Keys. Okay, Matner, client, language. In unique sorted table, any key with duplicate record is ignored by the system. Okay. So these are some of the differences I am actually telling you regarding internal tables. So internal tables are standard tables, sorted tables, hash tables. So sorted tables use keys and index. Index is 1, 2, 3, 4, sequential, right? Now keys are these key fields in any table. Okay, these can be non-unique because these can be used in other plants or other places. Hash tables, no linear index, can't read with index, supports only unique keys. Key definition is mandatory. Key definition is mandatory. You have to define any one of these. Entries are not sorted in any specific order. Okay, data ITMAC type hash table of TYMAC with unique key Matner. Now this is your syntax. Limit on internal table is limited by size, not number of record. Hash tables has 2 GB or 2 million records limit. On standard table, read statement performs a linear search on a standard table. We have studied 3 tables: standard, hashed, standard, sorted, and hashed. On standard table, read statements perform a linear search. Linear search means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that order. Do number with 100 to 2100 records under ITMAC table. It's like linear searches 1 to 100 and so on. Standard tables takes more time to retrieve data. Sorted tables use binary search, divides table into 2. For example, 1 to 50 and 51 to 100. If any part number is greater than search number, then the other part is search. For example, this is like if your material number is, for example, 66. Okay. So sorted table will ignore 1 to 50 part of the table. It will divide the table from 1 to 50 and 51 to 100, and it will ignore 1 to 50 and search through 51 to 100 and find number 66. Hash tables, records are not stored in particular order based on hashed algorithm. Every record created has a unique key to identify. Storage location is identified. Okay. It locates the record location using the hash address. It doesn't scan the table one by one. The record is fetched to the work area. Since the table is not scanned, it doesn't matter how many records are stored in the table. Data retrieval is constant in hash table. Data retrieval time is faster in hash table. Whenever using a free key, the system uses linear search. Okay, the free key. Data IT MAKT type hash table of TYMAC with unique key Matner. This is one. So I'll just copy this. Okay. Read table IT MAKT into WA MAKT with table key Matner 300. Okay. So what is happening over here is data IT MAKT Matness Pras. Matner read table. Read table IT MAKT. Okay. Standard tables gives flexibility due to non-unique key features to use different characteristics like Matna and Spras. Sorted and hash tables have unique keys. Only one field is used as a category. So standard tables don't actually use unique keys like these key fields, but sorted and hash table use these. Okay. Standard tables are slow, but searches are dynamic. Okay. Data ITMAC type standard table of TY MAKT. Let me copy this. By MAKT. Now what we are doing here, data IT MAKT type standard table of TY MAKT and work area MAKT type TY MAKT. Okay, so we are making a standard table or a hash table or sorted table. We are making a hash table also. We're making a standard table, so it can actually conflict. So we're just trying to understand over here. Sort IT MAKT by Matner. Entries will be sorted. Okay. Read table IT MAKT into WA MAKT with table key Matner. Binary search. We are reading the table. We're sorting and then reading. So standard table works like a sorted table faster. We first sort it and then we read because we are defining the table as a standard table. Sort ITMAC by Matna Spras. So we are sorting it using material number and Spras, which is language. Read table ITMAC into WMAC with table key Matna Spras E binary search. So we are basically giving it the instruction to use binary search. If table is not sorted, binary search will fail. So we have to sort it first to use binary search. Okay. So let's clean up this code and see how it works. Let me add more. Okay. My search will fail. Okay. Insert work area MAKT on table IT MAKT. Insert work area MAKT. Any work done with this by this operations guy into table IT MAKT is being updated. So it's not appending by inserting. So it's adding records upon records without appending. And then clear WMAKT so that it clears all the load of work area MAKT. Don't use insert for standard tables. Use append for standard tables. Okay. Data ITMAC type standard table of TY MAKT. Read table ITMAC into WMAC with key Matner binary search. Read table. Don't use insert, only use append for standard table. Rest for sorted and hash you can use insert. Okay. Now let's basically test it. How do you want to test it? Let's first check the code again. TY MAKT. VBillen, this is the billing document from SD sales and distribution. PPs means billing document will pick up either the pieces or the boxes whenever what is checked as check boxes. Data IT MAKT type table of now standard table, sorted table, whatever. Now we can actually use that over here. Okay. Copy. Okay. Data ID MAKT type sorted table of TY MAKT with non-unique key matness pras. Okay. Matness pras. Okay. And data ID MAKT type hash table. Data ID MAKT type hash table of TY MAKT. Okay. Read IT table. Okay. Read table IT MAKT into WMAKT with table key matner 300. Okay. We are going to run this. Okay. Now it is now what we'll do first, we will just read the table with a simple table. Okay. No sorted, no hashed, and no standard. Okay. We will just deactivate this. Check. Activate. Direct processing. 902 PPs. We choose only one. It's not executing. Okay. So it is appending in the table and read table 600. There is no record with 600. So what we'll do, 400, and we have this duplicate also. End loop, right? Matner. Okay. Activate. It's not reading it. If it is reading it, it's not picking up the record 400 because it is duplicating. So let's 300. Activate. Direct processing. Read table IT MAKT into VM MAKT with key matner because it is already appending into IT MAKT. It's already loading record 300. It should have already it has already loaded 300.